Kלים Perik Yitzayin, Mishnah Tes, and we move on now to the famous one, the Amor. We're all familiar with the Amor. Says the Mishnah, Amor Sha'omru, the Amor, which Chazal always uses, but Amor HaBeinonis. Now first of all, the relevance of an Amor, of course, is obvious to everybody. The standard one is carrying 4 Amos in Rosh Hashanah, Tchum Shabbos 2,000 Amos, Shiurim for Kilayim, for mitzvah of Sukkah, building the Beis HaMikdash, etc. Says the Mishnah, but Amor HaBeinonis. Now here, the word Beinonis does not mean average. Here, Beinonis means the middle Amor. Why? Because there are different Amos. There is the small Amor of 5 Tvachim. There's the big Amor, which is 6 Tvachim plus. We'll see at the end of the Mishnah, it could be 6 Tvachim up to plus an Etzba. We mean, Amor HaBeinonis means the middle Amor, which is known as the 6 Tefach Amor, the standard Amor. That's what Beinonis means here. It means the middle Amor. Now, the Amor has caused more trouble than any other Shia. We're familiar with, the Gemara Erev in Daf Gimel talks about Amos Soichakos and Amos Oitzavois, smiling Amos, big wide grinned Amos, and Oitzavois, sad, depressed Amos. They are all around the 6. In other words, when we say the standard Amor is 6 Tvachim, there can be 6 Tvachim where the fingers are spread out loose, or very, very tight together. It seems from the Rishonim that towards the end of the Mishnah we're going to be talking about an Amor which is an Amor plus half an Etzba. That's the one which is called the Amos Sechakos, the wider Amos. So we've got the small Amor of 5 Tvachim. We've got your 2 types of Beinonis Amor, which is 6 Tvachim exactly, known as Oitzvois. And then we've got the 6 Tvachim plus half an Etzba, which is known as Soichakos, the smiling Amor. Then we have the Amor Gedola, which is the Amor plus a whole Etzba, as we'll see later on in the Mishnah. Now, there's a very, very large, big debate amongst the poskim as exactly what an Amor is. We all know an Amor is 6 Tvachim, as we just said, the Amor Beinonis. How you measure a Tefach depends on how you measure the Angoidal, the thumb. The Chazon Ish comes to the Maskana that an Amor is 58 centimeters. The Grach Noah says it's 48 centimeters. And Moshe Feinstein says he doesn't know what the fuss is about. He himself took a measurement in his own yeshiva, and he says the Amor is exactly 21¼ inches. Says the Mishnah, although we said the basic Amor is 6 Tvachim, or base Amor is higher, but Shushan Habira. This is not the town of Shushan. In the Purim story, there was a gate, the eastern gate of the Beis HaMikdash had a room next to the gateway, and on this room was a big picture of the town of Shushan, because the king of Persia ordered that the town of Shushan should be remembered, so people should remember which country they belong to. But anyway, on this gateway there were 2 rulers, there was 2 measurements actually written or stuck to the wall, and these were the standard Amos that people could come and measure. Says the Mishnah, Achas Lakerim Mizrachis Fenis, one was on the northeast corner, V'achas Lakerim Mizrachis Dromis, one was on the southeast corner. They were both slightly bigger than your 6 Tefach Amor. Sha'al Kerim Mizrachis Fenis, the one on the northeast corner, Hoisis Seir Al Shel Moshe Chatzi Etzba, was just half an Etzba width longer than the classic Amor, which I said before, according to some Rishonim, is known as the Amor Soichik. Sha'al Kerim Mizrachis Dromis, the ruler on the southeastern corner was Hosis Seira Leo Chatzi Etzba, was Chatzi Etzba longer than the other Amor. Nimtzis Seira Al Shel Moshe Etzba, it was a whole Etzba longer than the classic Amor. So both these Amors were either half an Etzba longer than Moshe's or a whole Etzba. V'lama Amru Achas Gedola v'Achas Katana. Why did they have these extra, slightly larger Amos? What's wrong with the normal 6 Tefach Amor? Says the Mishnah. Ela shehu monin, the builders in the Beis HaMikdash, when people came in to repair things and build things and do various carpentry or making kelim in the Beis HaMikdash, noitlin biktana or machzirin bigdoila. They would say, right, I'm going to take so much money and I'm going to make 3 Amos of wall or 3 Amos of table. So they would agree a price on 3 Amos. That's called noitlin. That's how much money they would take. They would take money to make 3 Amos of work. But the Machzirim, when they actually did the work, they actually gave a little bit more. They made the brick work a little bit longer. Why? They shouldn't be taking money from Hektish for nothing, something which they don't deserve. So they always gave a little bit more to what they actually stipulated at the beginning of the contract. Fine. So why were there two bigger amas? One a half etzbah longer, and one a whole etzbah longer. Says the Gemara, when they were just dealing with wood and bricks, they could be a little bit more easygoing and give back. When they said 3 amas, they would actually give back 3 amas plus 3 etzbois, give a little bit more. But when they were dealing with gold and silver, the Chachamim thought that would be a little bit too strict on them to require them to actually donate a whole etzbah more. So they said the gold and silver, it's enough if you just machmir and give back half an etzbah, and hence the reasons why there were 2 longer amas on that corner of the Beis HaMikdash, and that's the end of that Mishnah of Amma.